My name is Nina Sharae, and this is the CEO of my company. Nina Sharae Resort and Swimwear, where luxury does not have a size. I'm the CEO, president of the founder of my company, and you can find me on Instagram and all other social media platforms at Nina Sharae. All right, so my target audience is plus-size women between the ages of 25 and 55 years old. And did you know there are more than 100 million American plus-size women in the United States? And since 2013, the plus-size apparel industry have rose between 17%, from 17.4 billion to 20.4 billion. And so that shows you right there that the plus-size industry is currently growing. All right, so here's some of the trends.
Have a good day.
Since 2012 and to 2016, we had our peak season in 2014, where I noticed myself that a lot of the big box businesses were catering to more plus-size women. We are more fashionable now, and we have tons of things that's available for us than we did once before. In the mid green, those are regular women apparel sizes, and the dark blue is the plus-size movement. So you can see it's currently growing. So here's some of the problems that we have with full-figure swimwear, is that it's unflattering prints, the lack of creativity and uniqueness. They put us in basic colors like blue, brown, and black. And what I noticed since I've been manufacturing is that the cuts are not true to size for plus-size women. They are regular, Chinese size, they cut regular, but they just expand it on the measurement. But they give us European size, and a lot of plus-size women cannot fit the swimwear. All right, so some of my competition with my market wants customized creative control for their swimwear, unique styles, true to size, sex appeal, and color options. And since we live in Florida, we want swimwear that's all year round. My competition's not doing nearly that. They have the same thing in not limited edition. I was at a pool party in Miami, and I saw 10 girls rocking the same swimwear. And I like to be original, so I like to be creative and different. So that's why I created my company, where I can be bold, I can customize my swimwear. It has a luxury appearance to it, where if I want to go out to a yacht party, which I do a lot, yachts and pool parties, I can put some heels with it and be luxurious. And it's true to size, and I have limited edition prints, where you're not going to see 10 girls at one party rocking the same swimwear. And here's some of my competition. She's based out of Atlanta. We had Ashley Graham, who came out this year with her swimwear, and a Sports Illustrator. And we have a famous blogger who started in 2012, and we noticed something in the industry as well, that we all like to have work our swimwear. Some of my big boss industry, Lane Bryant, and one company is actually looking at me right now, Swimwear for All, and they have ran a campaign where swim sexy at all sizes. It's all sizes at any age that you could be flattering and be creative and have confidence. All right. So here's some of the solutions that I came out with. Creativity and original, customized swimwear, limited edition, luxurious apparel, and versatile. These are actually my pieces that I have currently made for my 2016 collection. That is a reversible sequence in the blue, mermaid style, and I also can put a skirt with it and still be flattering, and people wouldn't even know it's a swimsuit. And on the white romper swimwear, the straps are detachable. So I can take the straps out and be convertible and versatile with my swimwear deal. All right, so some of the products and services that I offer, I do cover-ups, I do maxi dresses, rompers, and swimsuits, of course. But in 2017, I'm currently working on my men's apparel, sunglasses, and beach bags. I'm doing a pre-launch on my men's wear swim shorts, because a lot of my customers have been male-based customers asking me about swim shorts for men. And the services I'm able to provide is customized pieces where I can take their specific measurements and also customize it in my downtown office. All right, so here's some of the financials that I was sitting with one investor out in LA, and he told me that I can really boom this out to $1 million industry in 3 to 5 years. In 2017, we're really hitting the pavement where we're going to be doing a lot of street campaigns, our pop-up tours. and in different cities and states. I've already been asked to come back to LA and to come to Atlanta. We're going to end up expanding the line to swimwear, not just swimwear and cover-ups, but our sunglasses, our sandals, our beach bags. And then in 2 years, I'm looking to open up a shop in South Beach. I will be the only plus size boutique in the South Beach area. So that will be a great market for me because nobody else is doing it that big down in South Beach as yet. So that's the plans for that I'm looking to do right now. Alright, so my price points, basic cover-up will be $125 to $225, and that's just being customized. The swimwear industry trend as right now is on board to make $22.7 billion by 2022. The plus size industry is $20.4 billion. So I'm just trying to capitalize 8% of the market share, which it can be done. I have friends and bloggers who have been that launched early this year and already capped at 300,000 just launching this year because there's a big demand for the swimwear industry. And they did a lot of marketing on Instagram and Facebook to get those following of those plus size women. And the current plus size woman wears maybe like 5 swimsuits a year. So we definitely have more than one. Now, my profit margin here in the United States is my suggested retail value is $125. And it cost me a manufacturer here in the United States $75. So my company is only making $50. But I'm looking to outsource out in Colombia, and so we take the same prices of $125 and we do the manufacturing cost of $25. My company is making $100. So that's the reason why I want to actually heading out to Colombia and outsourcing out of the United States because the profit margin would be a little bit better. And how are we going to produce my marketing campaign for 2017? We are looking to do my social media platform where we have bloggers, blogger content, and blogger partnership. I noticed where a lot of bloggers who are in the swimwear industry, they are partnering with one another. So you may see Ashley Grant wearing the Gabby Fresh swimsuit and telling all her followers to go buy a swimsuit from her. So that's what a lot of the plus size women in the industry are doing right now. Posting a contest. I was doing the plus size model of the week where my followers had gained tremendously. And the brand ambassadors, I have 2 brand ambassadors who post on their social media, who have over 10,000 followers on Instagram, and they talk about my swimwear, or they do brand ambassadors, so they will be a Sharae brand ambassador. I just launched my first fashion show in April 2016, and so I'm currently working on my 2017 collection here, so I'm doing my annual fashion shows, along with partnering with other fashion show hosts in the United States. I have been doing one in South Florida, and my business had really took off since I did that. After I launched my line, I went down to South Florida and took off. And this is the street campaign that I was talking about, the pop-up shop, which is currently one of the best things out there because I don't have to pay overhead. I can pay someone $200 to come rent out their boutique, and I can set up shop and sell my products, and then we could be out of town and go into the next city. And which nobody in the industry is doing right now. I know they're doing it in Europe, when I see Nike doing a pop-up shop, they sell shoes in the middle of the streets, but no one is doing it in my industry with the plus size boutique. And from plus size women, we like to feel, to make sure our apparel fit us. So most people like to have that in-store touch, and they really still don't really trust the internet because you can get a swimsuit and it doesn't fit and you have to ship it back. So they will give our customers to feel and try on our apparel. And you know, the Mentorship vacation getaway, I'm doing an annual cruise that I'm doing Memorial Day weekend, and it just gives some of the women out and a marketing campaign to build up confidence because it's not really about the swimwear. My platform is swimwear, but it's also about gaining confidence to wear anything that you want to wear and possess that into the public. Now here's some of the pieces that I have created this year. So this is some of the fashion show that I did in Miami this current year in July. And I do themed fashion shows. So this year's theme was the Jewels of the Caribbean Sea. So all my colors was based on the Caribbean, bright and bold colors. You never seen, these are the original pieces that I came up and sketched myself. And this is the last fashion show I just did a couple of weeks ago down in Tampa, Florida. It was for breast cancer. The picture on the right, the green cover up, that picture has went viral for multiple reasons. So I was really grateful for that picture to go viral because I had a lot of traction in inbox for me to come participate in other fashion shows. And so, and people have bought that cover up and I sold out on that fabric. And I only made 4 of the green print, the zebra print. So there's not going to be oversaturated market with people wearing the same swimwear. And this is the infamous piece, my runway piece that I create. And I'm looking to put this piece more into, sell it to the bridal destination because it can play off as a destination wedding bridal swimsuit. If you just want to be cute, I've seen a lot of brides go out on vacation and they have the matching swimsuits and things like that, just say bride. But this will give something a little bit more flair and just be more luxurious. And you can untie the halter and make it to a dress and put some heels with it and nobody would never know it's a swimsuit. Alright, so I am the only key player of my company right now. I do everything and I'm also looking for a board advisor for my company. Also looking for investors to invest in me. And for the 2017 collection is the Egyptian Goddess. So this is some of my line sheet that I'm able to produce and send out to some of the big box stores like I have Macy's and dealers that we in contact with right now. And Swimwear for All, and they've been liking a lot of pictures that I have, and they gave me the contact to send over my line sheet to them. I have based everything on Egyptian wear, so the bottom left is the print of the same colors as the flag, and the second one next to it is the Egyptian style with a little twist. And that's my fashion show that I have coming up right now in 2017 at the Winter Park Community Center around the corner. So I'm doing my campaign right now, looking for vendors and sponsors to be able to be a part of the fashion show, and pretty much it's based on Egyptian goddess. So here's the very important part for me. I have done a lot in the past 8 months, and I'm really at that cap where I need additional help. I can't do it anymore, so I'm using leverage. So this is what you guys can do for me. Investment, marketing, public relations, more media exposure. This year I was currently featured in a catalog. I was picked over 50 women to be in this catalog for plus size women, and I made 2 prints of my pictures that made into the catalog. So I have been doing a couple of prints, and I also have a radio interview that's coming up this afternoon, and you just pass it around. A mentorship, product placement. I have a friend that at HSN, they can get me in, but they want me to cater to smaller sizes, and I'm not at that place right now. But I do have someone who's connected with QVC, so we're looking to see what do they want. Do they want me to cater to smaller sizes, or do they let me be myself and produce the plus size women? And that's the picture that's actually made it into the magazine, the catalog, and which she's selling at Amazon and Barnes and Nobles right now and online. And that's pretty much it. And if anybody have any questions, I answer. Any questions?
Over here.
Okay.
So when you say customizable, how is it customizable? How do you customize the suits?
Well, a client, for example, emailed me, said they had a specific style that they wanted. So I took the style that they sent me another person's style, and I don't copyright other people's designs. So I took some of the key elements of the swimsuit, and then I made it to my own and made it fit their body type. So if, for example, one of my girls is a double G, they don't make swimwear for double G women. So I will be able to make that swimwear for them to make them fit their body. So we customize to their taste and to their liking. So everything will be customized to their body type. And that's only one portion of the swimwear. I also have ready to make ready wear already. But if someone who wants to spend an extra $1 on getting a swimwear, there's a swimsuit that's customizable, and they know they'll be the only one. Because once I make that piece, that's it, that's all. It's theirs, and that's all. So it's not customized by Sharae.
Okay.
How much inventory do you carry at any given time?
Right now, I'm not carrying no inventory. Everything is made to order.
So if you move your manufacturing internationally, how does that affect your lead times?
Well, what we're doing right now, we partnered with a supply manufacturer out in India, and he's giving me customized where I have a low minimum, so I won't carry all that inventory, because one of the shops want me to carry 1,000 pieces in each order. I don't have a store to carry all those 1,000 pieces. So usually the lead time is 6 to 8 weeks. So right now, at the design house, A Color in downtown, if there's a seamstress that used to work with Perry Ellis, and she's been working with me to customize swimwear that comes in to order. So we have the patterns and everything. We just make them as soon as they come in, because I don't want to have that inventory in my apartment. Hello.
Hi. So this customization service, is that scalable or is that just you?
It's a little bit both, because it's scalable because, for example, Forever 21 has swimwear, and you're going to see maybe 100 girls walking around with the same pieces. And some of the girls that's maybe top heavy cannot fit the tops at Forever 21. So they would need to have a larger top, or they make it fit the bottom in there. So it's vice versa. So all plus size women are not made the same. And the plus size industry starts at a size 8. So we're not talking about big women, we're just talking about women that size 8 and up. And so, you know, they may be smaller at the bottom and top heavy, or vice versa. So, and then for me, my creative piece, I'm unique, and I like to have different flavor to my swimwear. So I like to be different and stand out when I go anywhere.
Yeah, my question is really about how do you grow that? I mean, if it's
Oh, well,
just
how do I
you-
grow that? It's on the website. So how I grow that is just the marketing. So I have them advertising my customized pieces. So I have a couple of clients that have done that, but mainly I'm just doing the ready to wear, and then we have that option where they can go onto the website and customize the inbox and customize it. And which I'm working on my website right now, where if you want a different piece, you can just pick the price, not the pricing, but the top and the bra cups and things like that. So there's already a company in Canada who's doing similar things that I'm doing, and they have it on the website, and we're looking to take some of the same platform and bring it into my company. Hello.
I think one thing that I think part of the reason I think that customization has been brought up and lead times have been brought up, having done e-commerce before, the two metrics they go by, you only put one, which is profit margin. The second metric that I go almost strictly by, also probably more strictly so, is actually inventory turnaround time. And with the lead time, the 6 to 8 weeks, that's going to affect your finance greatly.
Well, yeah.
You know,
So that's
because-
why we do the in-house customization, but the ready wear is where we manufacture.
But yeah, just, you know, just be very careful with that, because the market determines the inventory turnaround time,
Yeah.
not you, right?
Yeah, and that's what some of the problems that I experienced this year when I launched in April, is just the turnaround lead time and finding someone here in the United States to be able to produce for me in that time frame. So that's why we just do everything in-house right now, but you're absolutely correct.
And it's, you know, it's like a restaurant, right? You say you have, well, you know, you flip the table as fast as you can, you know, versus restaurant that got lower margin to flick more often versus higher margin, but the people sit there for 3 hours.
Right.
So, you
Yeah.
know, be careful with the terms, net 30, net 60, net 90, all these things. Your turnaround time, that's, you know, as long as your turnaround time is lower than, you know, the net account.
Yeah, well, actually, I have a piece right now that's getting made, placed an order here yesterday, and our turnaround time for that is maybe 3 to 5 days for that one, because that's the only thing that's coming in right now. So I've been really grateful that I haven't been bombarded with people been customizing the swimwear. So you're absolutely correct. So my turnaround right now is 3 to 5, but I'm looking to have a center, my own shop, where we have girls in the back that's doing the swimwear for me.
Are you going to be focusing mostly on online or retail outlets?
I want to do online, and I'm actually, me and my mentor, we're pretty much doing that right now, where she has me get my line sheet ready so I can pitch it to other big box stores that's in the area. So, like I'm doing Swimwear for All, which is cater numbers to swimwear. So we actually have to send it out this week to see if what pieces they would like to order. So I'm going to do most of my sales online first, And then I want to open up my own retail shop in another 2 or 3 years.
Actually, I have three things. First of all, what kind of sales have you had so far?
My sales, I maybe did like 5,000.
Okay.
Mhm.
$5,000?
Yeah, $5,000 in sales right now.
Okay.
So I launched my company in April 2023. So that's when I did my first fashion show, and a couple of weeks later, so in the 3 months, I have been made $5,000 in sales.
Okay. The second thing is, I'm a techie, and I don't, somebody else in here might be more into that space or know more about it, but I know that there's companies that make scanners, for example, that the person can stand in the scanner, it scans their
That's what I
body,
actually wanted.
and then, you know, and they can rent those. You don't have to pay $200,000 for these things. You can like rent it for a day or something and have a party and have all your people come in and then get scanned, and then you can have their suits for them next week or, you know, fairly quickly. So that could solve the turnaround time.
Yeah.
The third thing that I would say though is the reason why, correct me if I'm wrong, but the reason why 10 women showed up wearing the same, rocking the same suit at the same party is because there's thousands and thousands of these suits out there, and the plus size market's being underserved, so this was a popular fashion, right?
Right.
The thing is you don't want to be selling 5, 10, 15 of these things. You want to sell, you could still sell 30, 40,000 units of one particular thing and not be at the same party with somebody
Exactly.
else, right? So as long as you keep that in mind, then yeah, I think you can scale up.
That's second, yeah, that's definitely what I was planning on doing, because I had a friend in the military, he said they use the scanner to customize their suits in the military.
Right.
So that's actually one of the things I want to do, is place in my retail store in down South Beach.
I would look and find who those people are and see if they can do some sort of a deal with you. You know, like instead of renting, just say, hey, I'll give you a certain percentage of every suit that I sell that you know, once a year or whatever.
Yeah, and that would definitely cut down a lot of time too.
Right, okay, cool. David?
Just by way of introduction, I have hidden talents in women's apparel. I know that it comes as a shock to everybody. But, you know, like Rupert, I've got a tech background, but I did some licensing work with 2 ladies, plus size ladies, with a company called Fit Logic, which works on pants primarily, but they've been in this space for a long time, including working with the major design shops and major manufacturers. What I want you to do is somehow get in touch with them so that you can understand their story. There might be an alliance there, because I don't think they're into swimwear. Many of the things that you said in your presentation today resonate with the things that they experienced. In plus sizes, they take the basic size standard, which is what is it's an 8 or something. They scale up so the necks get big and the arms get bigger, and plus size women don't like it. And the tops and the bottoms don't match. All the things that you've said are, I think, unique problems to women. Men can go into a store and then they're inseam of their waist size and shirt and they're done. So afterwards, I want to talk to you about hooking the 2 of you up. But the other question that I had really kind of goes to the question of scaling, but from a customer loyalty perspective. My impression of working with these other 2 ladies is that plus size women are extremely loyal.
They are.
Because they are so hard pressed to find places that have clothes that fit. If you're talking about working with big box, maybe swimwear is different, but the big box stores are going to have size standards of their own. You know, and so if you're trying to sell something that women understand as a size fill in the blank, well, the store might have different ideas, and so you're going to end up having dilution of your sizing depending on the boxes that you're working in. So you might actually be better off focusing on online and focusing on the pop-up stores and focusing on the scanners, doing something that can scale that way. Because my bet is you get some people behind you who are plus size saying, finally, we found something that fit. They're going to go anywhere for that.
Exactly, and that's for myself. Forever 21, they used to be my favorite store, but then they changed their manufacturer, so the scale size, the clothes don't fit anymore. But you're absolutely correct. If we find something that fit us correctly and properly, we will spend all our money at that one store. So you're absolutely correct.
So, when I look around the room,
Yes.
I don't see anybody else in this room that maybe understands how traumatic it is to go try on swimsuits?
I know.
And just for the record, I'm a 6, so I'm the next size down. The next size up above me is plus. So that gives you kind of a sense of the scale. So what I see here as something is the thought of getting a skin and getting a suit custom made is incredibly appealing because I'm a fairly standard size and I have trouble getting, you know, all the top and the bottom to fit, and it's so if you position this as, you know, custom made swimsuits that really fit. I mean, the suits you have are beautiful. So I know you said, oh, they want me to do smaller sizes. And I totally understand your messaging of, you know, feel good about yourself for the plus size market. But I think even in the entry part of the plus size market, I think focusing on the ability to customize a suit that fits you and makes you feel good is I think that message will totally resonate. And I would much rather have a skin and have the suit come to my house than go to a store.
Exactly.
And like have to take a Valiant before I walk into the dressing room.
You could tack $75 onto the price of the suit just for that service, and you will be so busy.
I know.
Right.
I've been doing my marketing plan, and I just like, because I have girls who already inbox me about being customized pieces. So it's just the manpower. It's just me by myself. So I'm trying to run the business and then trying to sew at the same time. And then trying to get somebody else to sew, and then they have other projects they're working on. So it's just the manpower.
I know, it's a catch-22 when your business is at a point where you're doing everything yourself and you don't have time to find other people to help scale your business.
So I've been tapping into my interns at the different universities. I have one photographer who's working with me right now to be able to do my lookbook for 2017, and then I'm also having a social media specialist who's going to be doing my social media for me. He's an intern who's a business major at UCF.
Kristen Wiley, who's one of our co-organizers, she also presented here recently, and she was part of Starter Studio, which is at part of Canvas in downtown. And her business is where she's bringing together thought leaders and bloggers from various different areas, and she's bringing them all together and therefore expanding their reach uniformly. And I think she would love to have your bloggers lined up with hers, and then 100 million plus size. That I think she would be very interested in speaking with you about that.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Yeah, because I actually did a blogger piece for HSM when I first moved down here, and we took it to the company and we had to write it out. One of the pieces that came out, actually one of the jewelries that I came wearing right now came from HSM. So just it was a lot of plus size bloggers that came out to that event to talk about that because we have a reach. And everybody's following the same bloggers, but I'm trying to bring something a little bit different. So I used to do blogging on the side, but
Yeah, I think one of the most important things you need to work on right now is
yeah, I'm just going to focus on this right now.
is throughput.
Yeah.
Okay, if somebody orders something, you need to be able to provide it. So your supply chain needs to be there.
Yeah.
Especially if one blogger, it only takes one blogger.
Exactly.
Right? It only takes one blogger who gets out in front of the right people with the right message, and it goes viral, and the next thing you know, you get 10,000 orders.
Exactly.
Okay? You need to be able to fulfill those orders as quickly as possible, and you can't wait 6 to 8 weeks.
Yeah, I know. And that's one of the things that I did put to perspective this year. And I said, oh, one of my pieces go viral, but then I said, wait a minute, I don't have enough manpower to get all that stuff to go viral right now.
I have another friend, Julie Colombino, she went down to Haiti after the big earthquakes and moved back, and she started a business where they're making shoes, sandals out of tires and things like that, recyclable stuff. She already has a fairly decent sized group of people that are versed in creating clothing items. I think maybe if you could hook up with her, maybe too, that might be an opportunity for her to help employ more people in that country and to create things less expensively for you, for higher margins, but increase your supply chain. So remind me of both of those, and I'll look you up.
In a past life, I also worked in men's fashion detailing. One of the considerations to have as you scale, particularly online, is returns. From a cash flow perspective, from an inventory perspective. Women, more so even than men, like to feel it before they buy it, as we know. So if you're doing a lot of online cold marketing, you have a lot of people buying it without seeing the product, and you can expect a lot of returns. So adding that into your plan will help you hedge against some of those risks of the return and expecting X percentage and knowing what that is before you're doing a lot of shipping and logistics that ends up being negative.
Yeah, that was one of the, because I return a lot of things too myself, so I thought about all that, just the returns, and thank God nobody has returned anything yet. So, but that, I mean, that was another reason why I wanted to keep it on a small personal scale right now, because I didn't want to go out to the wrong person to blog it and jeopardize my business. So that's why I've been working on a small scale, and so far it's been working for me.
Well, she's doing like customized, especially if you start doing well, if you're doing the scanning, then that's not online really.
But you said you want to scale online, is that correct?
Well, online, and then I want to have my first retail store down in Miami. So right now, I just didn't want to have that overhead, and I don't have enough revenue coming in to be paying for my overhead. So I just want to keep it play it safe and keep it smart right now until my following and the money start coming in, then I'll be able to have my own store.
So when they order online, do you ask them like to provide you with their dimensions, like neck, shoulder, bust, waist, everything else, and then you can customize the suit that way?
Yeah, so I have so I have the ready to wear where they can just order here. I wear a size 3X, because most girls know I wear a size 2X everywhere I go. Then I have some girls like, well, I want that top, I want the swimsuit, but I'm an L in the top. So can you customize the bra part, and then I'm a 2X at the bottom. So I ask them what's their measurements, and they send it over to me if they want something specific. But most of my swimsuits has just regular standard, the 1 to 4X.
That'll cut down on returns. However, can she basically state that since we're customizing this thing for you, that there's no return?
Yeah.
Yes, if you do all that customization, you pay that extra money, and you still want to return it. That's also the only thing I worry about in your shoes is what everyone else mentioned, is scaling that.
Do you have a percentage in mind as to what she should budget or plan for returns?
I don't know enough about your margins or about your business model to make those projections.
Okay.
When I was doing this, the returns were like 8% in that ballpark, but off-the-rack fit performance for women is so bad
Oh, really?
that in many cases, if a woman likes the outfit, they'll get it tailored. Okay, so it isn't just returns, but there's also the option that if you really like the design and think, oh, this is really great, but it just doesn't fit here a little bit, then instead of sending it back, I think in some cases you may be able to incentivize people to just go get it tailored.
Yeah, and I have done it myself for my pageant dress, when I was a pageant queen.
Wasn't there an app, I was on Shark Tank, I think, that it was for men's dress shirts where you could, something where you could stand in front of the camera and it would do your measurements? Did I see that on there?
I wouldn't be surprised.
They have that same thing for the glasses company that will project the glasses with the dimensions. I mean, there's a lot of those.
Yeah, so.
That would actually be even better. So
Or tech.
yeah, the girls to do it the customization in their own home, and so we won't have to come down to the shop.
That's a great idea. That's a great idea. Joe?
Yes, you said you're looking for more manpower and you're looking at outsourcing. So how far are you in looking out there for the outsourcing like we talked about Columbia? Because my wife actually, she's a technical fashion designer.
Okay.
She's worked for QVC, Destination Maternity. So she's worked in the industry over like with China, but like other countries as well. So this is an area that I wish she was here today. She's on grand jury duty right now. But so those are the specs that they sent out. But I'm just I'm wondering how far along are you in that process?
Well, we're not far along because it's just me. So we just been trying to brand all together. How can I service my clients? So right now we just like, okay, let's push it to some of the boutiques that we have on a website that has all the stores in Florida. of who cater to plus size women and to my market, the higher end swimwear. So we're not that far along. So I'm just looking for that big break or something that can make things make sense for me.
Yeah, because like if you're doing so much different customizing, like that would be so many steps that if you're looking for a factory base. So this is something like
I want to do the customized stuff I would do here in the United States, but the things where they can just go pick up the website, just order 1 through 4X, they can just get them on a website. Because some women don't want to go through that hassle because they don't want to do their measurements and things like that. Like I'm a 2X, just order the 2X.
Right.
But the customized pieces will be in-store, in-house in the United States. So that won't be shipped off to any manufacturer. That will be here in the United States.
Okay. One more question. Sorry, guys.
Go ahead.
So what like you said you're looking for mentorship. So what kind of mentorship do you need?
Because what I need is someone I have a mentor that's in the industry, but she still teaches down in Miami. So someone who's already getting things she had a plus size kids line back in 10 years ago, and down in Miami, and she did really well with Macy's, and a lot of those people from Magic and Vegas would contact her for her pieces in there. So she has a connect, but I'm looking for more on the business aspect because I was with speaking with a gentleman last week. And he told me about if I had an investor, they had to fill out the investor questionnaires. I didn't know nothing about the questionnaires. And I thought I knew everything. So there's certain things that I didn't know, like the questionnaires, the 16 questions, I didn't know that. So just and I'm pretty business savvy, but that aspect is like, wow, I didn't know. Because to this point, I've been self-funding myself. So I have another business. I'm in the tax industry, financial industry. So I took that seed money from my tax business and put it into my own swimwear business. So I didn't want to use I already have student loans on my neck, so I didn't want to go that route. But I had a big awakening that you have to use other people's money to get where you want to go. So I'm just like, I paid for college, so I might as well pay for my business as well. And I just put it in that perspective, so I was just like, might as well go that route. The self-funding route is stressful. Yes.
Last comment to add to Ruben and the gentleman, the technology you're looking at is called stereoscopic camera, like stereoscope. It's basically 2 cameras staring, take the same picture, but it takes 2 cameras basically coming from different angles, just how your eye sees 3D.
Okay.
So Google's already have a dev tablet that has that built in. Amazon Fire, people don't know, but on the front side of it, the Fire phone got 4 cameras. And that can be used as a stereoscopic camera. And it actually can scan 3D to some reasonable accuracy. There's some other technology would do the same, but you're looking at $60,000. But sooner or later that's going to come. There's going to be more camera on these phones.
Yeah. I know the new iPhone has 2 cameras on it.
Right.
So.
But there's going to be 2 on the same side. There'll be like 2 on that side, and that's called stereoscopic. And
yeah, they have 2 in the back, so I haven't seen one with 2 in the front either, so I'll have to look into that.
Yeah, the technology really came back from World War II, but you can read about it, just look it up and you see it.
Okay, cool.
Do we have a question?
You answered, you asked mine, so.
Oh, I see.
Well, thank you guys.